Everyone, welcome to Free State Department of Education YouTube channel, and my name is Kekele Zumurubane. Today on our podcast we have Dr. Nzedo. We're going to talk more about learner registration. Yes, you heard me correctly, learner registration. I know that it's the end of the year, we should not be talking about learner registration, but earlier this year as the department we went to campaign for learner registration. So we are here to hear more about what the department has achieved on the early registration. Good morning, Dr. Nzedo, and how are you?
No, good morning, Keke, and thank you. I'm doing fine, and yourself?
I'm very well. Dr. Nzedo, in the department, what are you responsible for?
No, thank you for the question and greetings to everyone. I'm in the Directorate, Institutional Development, Management and Governance. Our focus area is management and governance, being learner admission, SGB election, just to name it two, but it's quite a lot of them. But the focus today is learner registration for 2023. And
why is it important for early registration of the learners?
Yeah, the Free State Department of Education takes learner registration very seriously. The reason being, when the schools are open, for example in 2023, teachers will be reporting on the 9th of January, then the learners on the 11th. We want the first day of the opening, then all schools should start with teaching and learning, and not to focus on registration.
Thank you very much. It's very important so that no learner should be left behind. Tell me, Doctor, what are the registration and admission process of entry phases for learners?
Learner registration for 2023 started on the 1st of April this year, and then closing date was the 31st of August this year for 2023. But that does not mean that schools should not admit or accept applications that are submitted by parents after the 1st of August. But the problem is that if you submit your application after the 31st of August, it will be regarded as a late application. But registration for 2023 closed on the 31st of August this year. But as I say, if there are still applications coming, the schools must collect them and give them over. We've got a district admission team that is led by the district director in all the 5 districts. That's where the schools must submit those late applications to.
Doctor, now that we are heading to the festive season and the parents want to plan ahead in terms of the school uniform, in terms of the necessity that the learners will need for next year. Now, if the parents say, no, I've applied, I have not received an answer, I have applied, but the school has rejected my child because the schools are full. Now, what are the rights of the parents in this instance?
Thanks for that question, Vicky. According to our management plan, the district also have developed their management plan, including the schools. From the 1st of September, we are expecting the schools to give feedback to the parents about the status of their application, whether they have been accepted or declined, whether it's by means of SMS or telephonic, but we encourage them, it should be in a written form. It's either it's an SMS. Then what the parents should do if the application has been declined, must request for an appeal form from the school, populated, submitted to the school or to the district. In the 5 districts, we have got district governance coordinators who are responsible to deal with it. And then there will be a meeting where the application that has been declined will be discussed together with the parents. Therefore, the parents who have not yet received an indication if their children have been admitted, it's important that they talk to, they ask the school or they go to the district director. Each and every district has got a governance coordinator to assist those school, parents who are experiencing problems with regard to admission.
Thank you very much, Dr. Nzeto. And then tell me, who, when they say the school is full, is it the school that says the school is full, or is it a directive from the district office?
We've got a circular MG number 5 of 2022 signed by the head of department on the 10th of March this year that deals for admission for 2023. That states clearly that to declare a school full is the competency of the district director, the SGB chairperson and the principal. And the school cannot decide on its own. It must apply a grade. Let me make an example. It's a high school. It starts with grade 8. If maybe there's no longer a space for grade 8, the school should not say we are full for 2023. Must indicate that in grade 8 our capacity is so much, we have admitted so many learners. Then what the district should do, the district admission team will be deployed by the district director to go to the school and verify the information that has been submitted to the district. And if the school has misled the district director, and then a remedial action will be taken against the principal and the SG of that school. Therefore, what I'm trying to say, it is not only the competency of the principal to say the school is full. It's a competency of the district director together with the principal and the SGB chairperson. All of them must apply and sign that request to declare the school full.
Okay.
Thank you.
And Dr. Nzeto, the constitution of our country says every learner has the right to education. We find ourselves, more especially that we have the schools that are within the borders of another country, that we have learners who are undocumented. How do you go about it so that the learners can receive the education?
Thank you for that question, Kiki. It's also a good question. We have got a circular 1 of 2020 dealing the issue of Phakamisa court judgment. There was a case where the SGB of Phakamisa in the Eastern Cape, Grahamstown, that took the Minister of Basic Education to court for denying admission. We've got NEPA, National Education Policy Act, where children without documents were denied admission. Therefore, that circular 1 of 2020 states clearly that when you talk of, for example, let me start here, when you talk of undocumented learners, it's not only learners from the neighboring countries. Okay. Even in South Africa, we've got undocumented learners. Maybe their parents grew up in deep rural areas where there are no Department of Home Affairs where they can apply for ID. Those learners do not have documents. Then that circular states clearly that any alternative document, then the learner should be admitted. The first one, remember previously, it was only a birth certificate that is the requirement. Now, if the child does not have a birth certificate, then the parent must go to the police station to do an affidavit, submit it to the school. If it's not an affidavit, it is a sworn statement. Go to the magistrate and make a sworn statement that these are the name and particulars of my child, the age and whatever, all of these things. Then that child should be admitted. And then in the meantime, the principal must advise the parent to go to Home Affairs to apply for placement. But that child will not be deregistered. This must be clear. Previously, a child would be registered for conditionally for a period of 3 months. Then after 3 months, that child will be deregistered. These children can go up to grade 12, but we say the parents should not capitalize on that gap or that loophole, because now the challenge will be after the child has completed grade 12 at higher education institution, that child will not be admitted if he or she does not have a birth certificate. But in Department of Basic Education, the child should not be denied admission because there are no documents. It is not the fault of the child, it's the mistake of the parent. Therefore, we cannot punish children, deprive them of the basic education, as we have correctly indicated that according to the constitution of the country, especially chapter 2, Bill of Rights, the right to education. Therefore, children should be at school, all of them. They should be admitted if they have any of the 3 documents that I alluded to earlier.
And Dr. Nzeto, what does the policy say about learners with specialized education needs?
They are treated the same as the children because the admission policy is the same. And then they must be taken to school. But if they need a special attention, then the principal must take the application and take it to a school that cater for children with special needs. But those children, the parents also can go and apply. The children will be assessed. We have got in each and every public school a school-based support team. They will check that if these children need special attention, then the principal will then engage. There are also social workers in the Department of Education who will assist for application of the child to be admitted at that school.
Thank you very much, Dr. Nzeto. The last one, on a lighter note, we are getting into the festive season. What is your message to all the education community?
Thank you for that question. Firstly, let me thank the parents who applied in time between the 1st of April and the 31st of August. Our intention is that by the 14th of December, all children should have been placed. Therefore, I want to encourage parents who have not received feedback maybe from the school to stand up, to go to their respective schools where they applied. If they do not get any assistance, they must go to the district. As I say, each and every district, there's someone responsible there. The CS for management and governance, for example, in Fezile in Statema Mojane, and then in Taun Futsanyane, Mr. Takiso, working with Mr. Mkotu, Lijoli Puzwa is Mr. Van Veek, working with Mr. Chabangu. In Muteo, we've got Mr. Mutsalamadi, working with Mr. Daunyan, and then in Karib, in Melipoko, with Mr. Mukuni. I want to encourage the parents to stand up, and during the festive season, I want to wish everyone a happy a Christmas. They must enjoy, but enjoy it responsibly, knowing that we want to be together come 2023. Thank
you very much for watching today. I hope you have learned a lot, and all those parents and caregivers who need assistance placing their kids, they can go to their respective schools and also the district office to make sure that their learners are ready for 2023 academic year. Thank you very much. Bye.
Thank you.